Hey guys, so it's me Victor here with another video, and I just made this one because I assumed that a lot of people would appreciate it considering what's happening right now. So if you didn't get the memo in the last video, schools are closing because of the coronavirus and a lot of us have to go home, evacuate rays, no more contact classes and all those kind of things, and people have different emotions about it, Some people are very happy, they're very chuffed that they get a long holiday and all those kind of things, and other people are kind of sad because they really want to go to class. And I had to say goodbye to my best friend today, but in the end, people have mixed emotions about it. They buy hand sanitizers 24/7. They buy these surgical soaps, surgical spirits, and all those kind of things. And that's all that's happening right now. But through all this excitement, everyone's forgetting one very specific fact, and that's that it's not a long holiday, guys. It is not a long holiday. Even though we're getting sent home, school goes on. It still goes on as normal, just that you're doing it at your own house and at your own pace, self-study, self-learning kind of vibes. And with that said, when you get back to school, it's going to come back with full fire as if nothing happened. And you should have really managed to keep yourself on track throughout that holiday. And with that said, I'm going to bring you guys 10 study tips to do at home. 10 self-study tips, that kind of vibe, just to get you guys, a bit more comfortable studying at home. Number 1, choose a spot and clean it up, okay? So the first tip is that you have to choose a spot. I don't even know why I put it here because it's quite obvious that you're going to need a place to study. So choose a nice spot, clean it up, put a chair there. It could be the dining room table, living room, wherever you feel comfortable studying. Choose that spot, clean it up, and stick to it, okay? Number 2, bring what you need and leave what you don't. So what I mean by this is that when you're going to study, okay, like when you say, I am beginning my studies right now, you need to go to the spot that you're going to study, bring everything that you need, bring your laptop, your study guide, your notes, your pen, your paper, your exam pad, whatever you need, bring it with you. Because there's nothing more time consuming than going back to go fetch a pencil, then going back to get the calculator, then going back to get a dictionary, then going back to get this, going back to get that. Bring what you need and then leave what you don't, meaning that your phone, I don't think you're going to need your phone while studying. If you think you're going to need it to ask your friend how to do this question, that's not true. Rather wait for a break before you do that, because what happens is that phone is just adding extra distractions and also adding clutter to your study space, which does give anxiety to some people if their study space is too full. So leave what you don't need because we don't want any distractions, and also take what you do need so you don't have to get up all the time to go fetch something, okay? Number 3, take regular breaks. This means that instead of trying to study for 6 hours straight, rather try go for like 50 minutes, then a 10-minute break, 50 minutes, 10-minute break, just so you can, refresh yourself, stretch your legs every 50 minutes or so, 45 minutes, I don't know, and just take short breaks in the middle just to keep yourself alive while you go study. But without a break, I think your attention span will drop and you won't be as productive as you think you would be by taking a 6-hour straight session. So take your regular breaks. Number 4, practice makes perfect, guys. So just keep practicing what you're doing, whatever it is. If it's writing essays, keep writing practice essays. If it's doing a bunch of sums, calculation-based subjects, keep doing some calculations, just because practice makes perfect. So if you just keep practicing what you're doing, you'll get better at it. And if you get good enough, you'll become perfect at it. Lucky number 5, read out loud, guys. Read out loud, because I know that when I'm like this, okay, just like this, all I'm doing is seeing the words, but I can't hear them. You see? So no sounds will ever remind me of what I just learned. But if I read it out loud and I say number 5, read out loud, it kind of processes because now I can hear what I'm learning and I can see it, you see? So read everything out loud, repeat it to yourself, just keep reading out loud, because when you read silent, you also can get distracted. If you're reading something without talking, you can just look to the side, and the wall all of a sudden becomes really interesting, the book becomes less interesting, but you still feel like you're reading it. You know where you are on the page, but none of it is sinking in. So read it out loud so you can focus more onto it, okay? Number 6, test yourself. Keep giving yourself short quizzes, short questions, practice papers, all those kind of things, just test yourself with everything that you do, because you don't want to see the first test in the exam or semester test or class test or something like that. That'll first give you anxiety because you haven't answered any questions, you haven't tested yourself, you're not used to this testing environment. And also, that's the only part you'll ever realize how much you really knew. But when you test yourself, you get a chance to see what you know and what you don't know while you're still studying so you can perfect it, okay? So make sure that you test yourself. That is lucky number 6, test yourself. Number 7, handwrite your notes. I know some people like to type it on computer and all those kind of things, but that's a very quick solution. but not very productive, because when you handwrite your notes, you focus on every single individual letter or number, and it gives you a better way of remembering it because you're spending more time on what you're doing. But when you're typing it down, recording it or something like that, or just reading it, you're going really fast through everything. But with the time that we're gonna have with this whole chill at home session thing, I think you'll be able to have a bit more time just to handwrite your notes, make them look good, read them over, rewrite them over and over again until you can rewrite them without looking at your textbook. So just handwrite your notes, guys. Number 8, there's no such thing as multitasking, guys. There is no such thing as multitasking. I know a lot of people think that if they multitask, they can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but that's not a thing, guys. I think if we want to use that same analogy of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, multitasking is more like, shooting that 1 stone, right? And then it kind of just bumps into the 2 birds, so both of them get kind of dizzy and then they carry on moving. The same way, that same maths that was making you feel all dizzy just makes you feel kind of dizzy because you did it both at the same time, but then you keep on moving and then think you did it, but nah, it's still there. It's still there. So multitasking isn't a thing. You can't kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Do one thing, focus on it, and finish it. Next one, guys, switch around between subjects or modules or whatever you decide to call them, because trying to go for like a whole day, let's say you have 5 modules, trying to say that Monday to Friday you're going to be working, doing 1 module each day, it doesn't work, because that means you're spending a solid like 8 hours on one thing, and that gets kind of boring. It does get kind of boring. But instead, if you do like an hour on one thing, then switch to the next one, an hour on that, then switch to the next one, or like 2 hours each and keep switching to different modules, right? You get a chance to put variety. And speaking of variety, number 10, if you're used to reading the textbook, try read some lecture slides this time. After reading lecture slides, try read some quizzes or video tutorials or something, just to add a variety, because I heard from this source that it's scientifically proven that adding variety to your studies makes it easier to remember, because now you have a lot of different mediums. You use all your senses in your learning. You hear it, you see it, you write it, you feel it, everything. So just try add a variety to your studies, guys. Yes, so that was 10 study tips just to help you guys do self-studying at home. I hope you really like them, guys, and if you really like them, I have one more bonus one for you guys. So if you really like these videos, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications. I'll be tossing in some tips, some tips, maybe even some schoolwork if people actually ask for that, but I'll be tossing in some tips and all those kind of things just to help you guys. So just subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me if I missed anything, tell me if you liked it, and then yeah, deuces.